Happy Easter. If you got time, we're going to go through some vintage art bars looking for some Easter bars for the asset stacker. So grab a beer or a coffee or a puppy and have fun. Happy Easter, everybody. World Money Wins here, and I'm responding to a challenge from the asset stacker. I'm very fortunate to have one of his limited edition chips. There's only 100 of these, but he put out a challenge to the community to show off your Easter themed vintage art bars. Oh, before that I want to show you a chip I got in Las Vegas at Eastgate Con. I didn't know they made chips, so I thought that was pretty cool. But I didn't dig out my Easter bars because I don't know where they are. So I figured you guys can help me find them in here. And I've got 3 guardhouse boxes to check out to see if I can find some Easter bars. And I literally have not looked. So I don't know where they are. And it would be kind of funny if I went through this whole video and I had them stashed somewhere else, thinking I was going to put them somewhere. So anyway, let's get into it. Lady Fortuna, Credit Suisse, Tim's Stacking Adventure. Check these out. You find me some killer Halloween bars. These ones I found in an off-site storage location that I have. These ones are in pretty nice shape. Those are the serial numbers. You can pause and check them. Oxford Mint. So this will just be rummaging through vintage silver bars. Pan American, Mid-State Refining. That thing is like proof-like. What are you guys doing today? This is a Washington Mint. Are you guys having prime rib like we are? We're a big fan of prime ribs. We don't do turkey and ham. Never been a turkey and ham type of family. Check out the toning on that Great Lakes Mint. This one I had to modify the end of the capsule, cut one of the sides off to get it in there. So we're having prime rib, green bean casserole, and everybody else is having potatoes. Here's a Silvertown, and look at this. To Becky and Kip with love from Jim. Looks like he'd give it to him in 2015. Looks like it was given to him in 1915. That kind of engraving. I like that stuff where people personalize things. That's an unusual size. Swiss Bank Corporation. Schweizerreicher Bankverein. This would be in German. Dental Health Products, Jelenko bar. Some of these bars are incredibly collectible. I think this might be my only 1-ounce Geiger in this shape. I think I've got a square one somewhere. And all the rest are like 50 gram and gram size is 20 gram. Deke Pereira. There's an Eagle. Pamp Suisse Eagle bar. Let me throw this one. Argo Chiazzo. It's got a plain back on it. These are all A marks. These don't fit in the capsule very well. These are thicker bars. They have a smaller height and width, so they don't fill the capsule up, but they're fatter. So the capsules are like basically just resting on top of each other. They're not secure. And then the rest of these are Bache bars. These are all the same here. The rest on this side here, except for this end one, I think. Nope, it's a Bache. This is a Facebook like symbol on there. The thumbs up. Hey, thumbs up this video. This is the only one of these I have. I don't know what the deal is. They're a smaller height and width, but they're thicker than the other Bache bars. And I pronounce it Bache. There's people that pronounce it Bach and all these other pronunciations, and who knows who's correct. I guess we have to ask the people. And even if your name, even if that's your last name, Bache or Bach, it could be pronounced differently. These are not vintage. I don't know why this JM bar's in there. This has got the Alpha. These are made by Asahi. Why did I put those in there? Alright. U.S. Assay Office. Still not finding any Easter bars. What the heck? First National Bank of Chicago. Frank Lloyd Wright, my favorite architect. Another First National Bank of Chicago bar. Southeast Refining. These are all Southeast Refining bars here. Oh, these are hard to get out this way. Turn it around. Go the other way to get to the Southeast Refining bars. Oh, there's another Engelhard. And another one. And another one. So I found some more Engelhards. These are pebble backs or linen backs. I'm not sure what you call that back. I'm not a big Engelhard collector because there's so many just different rabbit holes you can go down. I've got some OPM bars. These are with the mushroom on there. These are all the same. I've got two of these. Burst of Acclaim. These, I think these are made by Crabtree Mint. Looks like a Crabtree back on them. Put the OPMs back. Then we get to some national bars, or a national bar. So this is just national and then Sunshine Mining. So I've got two of the Sunshine Minings. That's the only national bar here. But I've got other national bars. I gotta spin it back around and see what's going on here. Oh, I did this side already. What am I doing? Put the duskin packs in there. Box number 1. I got skunked. No Easter bars. Box number 2. It's got a different color Silverstruck sticker. He's the one that's responsible for this huge cash outlay. There's one I got from Mark Samuelson. Check that out. Mark Samuelson's in the firearms business. Really cool Colt Army 45. And then I've got this Colt Police that I found on my own. This one is Doyle's Coin Palace. And then we get into some Asahi and Asahi. This is one of the first ones that they were minting when they took over, or when they took over Johnson Matthey. Valentine, that's a good sign. It's probably a Madison Mint. Happy Birthday, National Mint. Happy Anniversary. Just a Silvertown wagon train. University of Michigan, Ann Arbor. That's where my girlfriend went when I was back in 1991. I would drive over there and hang out with her. They used to have a drive-through beer store. We actually drove inside the store. Kind of handy if it was raining. 1773, 1973 bicentennial, Boston Tea Party. We're about ready to have another one of those, I would imagine. Check out that. Is that a lot number or serial number on the back of this bar? I'm not sure who made this. I probably showed this in another video. JFK bar. Father's Day bar. That's a Madison Mint. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Maybe I'm getting some happy birthday bars put together. This thing is awesome. I love the colors on this thing. It's a Seco bar. Seco, at the Asset Stacker, sending me a colorized Halloween Seco bar. I've already got one, but I've got a Fast Fords bar that he wants, and so we're doing a trade. I looked up the value on that Halloween bar that's colorized, and it's got like a $20 rarity value, so it's pretty similar in rarity as to the Fast Fords that I'm sending him. Valentine's Day, getting closer. Be kind of cool to get a box. Oh, there we go. First one. Easter Bunny. This is a Silvertown from Winchester, Indiana. So we'll pull that out. I can replace it. I can put a different vintage bar in its place. Then we got a wedding. Looks like a Madison Mint bar. That's a... Look at that. It's a, I don't know if it's a Father's Day or just golfing, but this one, Tom Fawcett hit it straight. So I don't know if that's an achievement for getting a hole-in-one or an eagle or something like that. Don't know. Silvertown wagon train or whatever it is. Holy cow, that thing's wedged in there. I'm gonna have to spin this to try and get this out. Oh yeah, these are World of Flight bars. These are all airplane bars. I won't pull. I've shown these before on the channel. So our one Easter so far, and we haven't done this side yet. So I gotta turn this thing around because they're all facing this way. Man of War. 2 Man of War horses. One's a Pioneer Mint. I don't know who the other one is. Check that out. 2 different backs on the Man of War. Then I got some a beagle and a collie. The Justice Mint. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to get a box like just of Mother's Day bars and just of Halloween bars, just of Christmas bars. But then of course you're going to find more Christmas bars than anything else. And so I thought you could just kind of change them out. There's a Johnson Matthey. Check that out. This is one of the Liberty bars. They were made by Johnson Matthey, Metal Arts, and Engelhardt. And I think somebody else. That's kind of unusual. I didn't know I had a Johnson Matthey version of that. Cool discovery. There's Nevada, the Silver State, right next to Reno, the biggest little city in the world. Silvertown and... Is that a Silvertown? Oh, Nevada Coin Mart. I don't know who made them for Nevada Coin Mart, but I don't think Nevada Coin Mart actually made anything. I think they just... had them made for them. Father's Day and graduation. Veterans Day, 73. Madison Mint. There's a mirrored back, I can't remember, silver bullion. I can't remember who made this one, but I think they're pretty unusual. It's got no border around the back. I got 2 of the Watergate bugs, which I'm not a fan of bugs, so I don't really like these bars. They're there's a little C down there. Now I can't remember who made them. Crown Mint, no. Seco, no. I can't think of it now. Got America. American Argent Mint. Silver Eagle. Bicentennial. I got 2 of these. I really like the design of these Hauser Miller bars. This will be a long video. Belly up. Pour yourself a glass of Vino or Kool-Aid, USSC. I don't know how valuable this is. Shriner's Bar. Mason's Shriner Eastern Star. Hamilton Mint. I'm not a big fan of the Hamilton Mint stuff. They don't fit in the capsule, so you have to modify them all. And then, I don't know, they're just so prevalent. I think they sold it like extreme premiums. Independence Day, so it'd be cool to have 4th of July box. So what I was saying is, like, if you had a box for like just Easter, just Christmas, just Halloween, eventually like one box, like the Christmas one, will get filled up. But then you could start culling out the ones that aren't as valuable. Like you could cull out some Christmas bars that are more common and then put the more valuable ones in there. So you're kind of curating your collection into something where it's super valuable. And you just get rid of the old ones, trade them out, or just put them in a regular box. See, there's another American Revolution Bicentennial. And then the famous Concord stage from Motherlode Mint. So that would be kind of cool. So I'd need a lot more boxes if I did that. So this box is done. Only one Easter so far. I'm going to leave this box open because I'm going to take the first vintage out of this one and put it to fill this one up again. Well, this isn't even vintage, but it's a 20 gram Geiger. And I'm looking at this the wrong way, because they're all facing the opposite way. Alright. Alright, these are all silver trade units. These are all the same. Except for one that has a sticker on it from Bottom Gun Bob. Now these are all the same on the back. Except for the one that Bob sent me. It's a fractional bar. It's one you can divide into two different sizes. And he knew I didn't have one, and so he was so generous and he sent me one. Kind of blew me away, so I figured I'd mark it and keep it separate.
Hi.
Alright, I'm back. UPS girl came in and wanted to drop off a package. So I can't remember what I was saying. It was something about curating classic, the collection, and my cool gift from Bob, rarities. Another Madison Mint Bicentennial. So the Bicentennial, I wonder, maybe go in a box with the 4th of July stuff. See, I've got another one of these in a different box that we just saw. I know I've got more Easter stuff, but I don't know where it went. And this is the last box. So hopefully there's a couple more. These ones are pretty classic Silver Towns here. And then for my 17 ladies, there's a Burt Reynolds nude centerfold. Thought that was a weird find. I don't know what mint did this. I'd have to look it up. I actually probably have already looked it up in a video when I got this. I got this from Liberty Coin Exchange, I believe. 200th anniversary of the Boston Tea Party. So that's the second Tea Party one, USSC. Coin Sense and Nonsense might know more about that. He's a USSC expert. There's a Valentine. See, I wouldn't mind having a Valentine's Day box. Seems like I've got enough bars to have a Nevada box. There's another National. This Las Vegas is from Motherlode Mint. That is a proof-like bar right there from Madison Mint. That thing's in amazing condition. And then I got some USSC bars here. Wait a minute, I just saw one of these. Kind of like to put them together, but I can do that some other time. I'll have to pull all of these out and stack them up. This is another USSC 200th anniversary of the Boston Tea Party. Here it is. There we go. I've got 2 of these. I'll put them in there next to Burt Reynolds. Here's a Fortune Mint. You don't see these very often. It flips like a coin. The Bicentennial. So I wonder if the Bicentennial bar should go with the 4th of July bars in a box. Old Ironsides. Signing of the Declaration of Independence from United States Coinage Corp. I don't have many Coinage Corp bars. And here's a birth bar celebrating the birth of a baby in 1973 from Irving Mint in Riverside, California. I'm going to be in California pretty soon. Got to go visit my daughter. There's an I Love You bar from Crabtree Mint. Remember I was mentioning the other one, it looked like Crabtree Mint because it got that banner logo there. Thank you for subscribing and liking this video. Thank you for the memories, Gary. Another Valentine bar. This one, I think one of these was in the first box. Karen Love Joe. I'm a sucker for those things that have been engraved. A lot of people go, oh, it's been engraved, that sucks. I'm like, man, that's part of its history. That is, I think it's cool. Somebody took time to do that. Thank you bar. Or I love you bar. Happy anniversary, National Bar from 1982. Another some national anniversary bar. This is the second one that I've seen today. This is kind of disappointing. I thought I had more Easter stuff. Gonna have to start questing for Easter stuff. Best wishes. So this is a wedding bar. Oh, Raymond and Teresa, August 10th, 1991. That's pretty cool. Hopefully they didn't have to sell this to pay for the divorce. Bar Scent from Great Lakes Mint. This one's I got this from SGT Stacking on one of his auctions. This is a Hamilton Mint NATO bar that's gold plated. The gold plated ones, they did about half as many as the silver ones. So I can't remember how many silver ones they did. I think it was 5,000 gold plated and 10,000 in silver. Just a 1 troy ounce EPM bar. Covered Wagon from Patrick Mint. I don't find a lot of Patrick Mint stuff in this area either. Oh, we got modern stuff here. This is a Royal Mint bar, the Coronation bar. I don't know why that would be in there. Oh, then we got the John Wick bar. And a Star Wars bar. I don't know why I got this Royal Mint Star Wars bar because I'm not a Star Wars collector. Alright, here's 2014, Year of the Horse. From Rand Refinery. And here's a Kitco bar. That's pretty cool. You don't see many Kitco bars. Back in the old days, there wasn't as many online dealers. Back in the 90s and early 2000s, you had Kitco, Monex, APMEX, and Northwest Territorial Mint. I think that was about it. There's a Paradise Mint. It's not super vintage, but it looks cool, and they're out of production. There's a Trident Silver. So some of these are not that vintage, so I'm gonna have to go through and find the ones. This is a Crown Mint Holiday Beauties. These are very collectible. The girl in the champagne glass. 2000 graduation. And Haraeus. and then that Geiger that I pulled out first. So darn it, I've only got one Easter bar. Now I have to go see if I can find more. So I got a Silvertown Easter Bunny. Anyway, that's it. Me rummaging through some old art bars. I still have to sort all these out and get them into some sort of organized fashion. But let me know if you got some Easter bars and show them off. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. And I will see you in the next video. Happy Easter. He is risen. Did you get worn out from looking at all those vintage art bars? Yeah? No?